Welcome back to Digital Champions here on Daily Ad Brief. I'm Howard Walpuff, your host. We're talking about digital marketing around the country. Today we're in New York, with Dean Crutchfield from Crutchfield and Partners. And Dean, welcome to our conversation today.
Great to be part of it.
Well, we're excited to have you and learn more about you. So why don't you start by sharing with us how you got started in the marketing industry and the digital world?
Well, it's a short story, really. When I was at college, I went to study business and I thought finance would be the lead. But I became really influenced by the opportunity in marketing when I learned about consumer buying behavior and how it's impacted by marketing. And then when I got to the States, to New York, and I was about just over 19, 20 years old, I was absolutely taken by the name U-Haul as such an obvious, deliberate name for something perfect for what it did. And I was really amazed by that. And I was also fascinated that in the Newell and Rubbermaid scrubber, there was liquid in the stem. Not the kind of thing you found in Britain. So I was fascinated by, this world of marketing that existed in America that they were clearly so good at. And that really sold me on my interest in marketing and brands. And basically from there got stuck in working with some agencies at the beginning and then moving more into brand consultancy. But yeah, thanks to U-Haul and Newell Rubbermaid.
It's always interesting to see the types of companies and products that really connect with people and the stories that really built from it. And really that made your career, really got you ramped up and rolling. So it's fantastic. Now, you're doing a lot of things now with clients. So tell me how you got started with your own agency and specifically the things you're doing with clients that you're bringing on.
Well, I've always worked in the brand marketing space, like I said, from agencies through to brand consultancies. I've worked with some of the best at the holding companies, Omnicom and WPP. Learned a lot, seen a lot, partnered a lot, networked a lot. Really enjoyed all of that, and just to meet with like-minded people that have fascinating brains, whether they're creative strategists, program managers, people at the top of their game, always fascinated me. And I just thought that there was an opportunity to take my unique set of skills and build a firm based on those experiences. But we are a boutique brand consultancy. We have a little bit more of a harder philosophy than most firms. My philosophy is you stand out or die, and I mean it. If you don't stand out, you're going to die. So basically, how do brands do that in very unique and interesting ways? And clearly digital is one of those. But I think there are some major shifts in the trends of digital that we need to be keeping a really watchful eye on and responding to in some ways dramatic form. So I see that there's lots of opportunities there. And I spend a lot of time with clients talking to them about, the shift from URL to IRL, which I think is a big topic right now in terms of the whole drive to the metaverse and deep immersive experiences and what they mean and how to do them. So very much about brand. That's our business, is about brand consulting. Clearly is about strategy and putting a strategy together. And I think people forget that a strategy, a brand strategy, in a sense, is what you say no to, not what you say yes to. So it's all about being a compressed management tool that can be used as a lens to make business decisions, but also as a compressed management tool when it comes to marketing decisions. So to me, that strategy is the be all and end all. It's something that we focus a lot of time on working with clients.
Stand out or die. It's a very passionate statement, but really true. Everything that you said before that and after that, with the way you structure the thought process with your clients and focus on their brand and making it get out there in the right platforms. If you don't stand out, if you're not going to be the one that people think about, people are going to forget about you and you're going to fall off to the wayside.
Yep, absolutely. And my God, does it happen with so many brands? We know only a few examples that are great. Most fail. Most new products fail, about 95%. A lot of brands fail as well. So, it's really about stand out or die and how to maintain that standout in unique and interesting ways that engage your customers.
And being able to tell that story and find those unique ways are key. Are there key elements of the type of platforms that you're focusing on with your clients right now?
Well, we're kind of channel neutral because we're more about the brand consultancy or the brand consulting model, where we celebrate all the other partners in the mix, whether it's PR, DM, CRM, advertising, PR. These are all channels we celebrate, and we're looking to impact the brand across those channels. So I don't really have a preference. I'm obviously fascinated by digital. I think that there's a huge shift happening We live in an era of instant gratification. And basically, these high velocity consumers are changing what they want and when they want it. But instant gratification is now an expectation, not an exception. And if you think back a year, 2 years or more, it was an exception. Now it's not. It's an expectation. That's what we want. So there's a massive need for brands to rethink their digital marketing in ways that enable moving from URL to more IRL experiences. And that's something we find ourselves having a lot of conversations with clients.
I think it's key having someone like you with the type of experience and the type of focus on that guidance that they need is very important as all these changes happen and they're trying to keep themselves relevant and standing out even more so in the marketplace. So we really appreciate everything that you shared with us, and thank you for joining us today.
My pleasure.
And thank you all for joining us as well. Dean really has a great wealth of knowledge on branding and the focus of digital, and his experience really speaks volumes of what companies can be doing and should be doing and need to be doing with regard to focusing on their brand and making sure that everything continues to be relevant. There's more information about Crutchfield Partners here on Daily Ad Brief, so please check it out. But go out, have a great rest of today, and we'll see you next time on Digital Champions.